Help us sort this all out. So we want to start here with the booster for J&J. Now, the company just said that this third dose, this potential third dose, would provide a 94% protection against symptomatic infection, 100% effective in preventing COVID-19 severe cases. So what is the latest that we know about all of these booster shots?
Yeah, there's so much going on with booster shots. I think at the Johnson & Johnson, they have been looking at a two-dose series. They've kind of published data on that today. Looks like it's very effective, 94% effective. That's a fair bit better than the single dose. I think folks will be looking at that now, and they will soon be part of that conversation as to whether folks who got Johnson & Johnson need to get that second shot. Likewise, the news from the FDA on the Pfizer vaccine likely heading in a direction where boosters will be approved for 65 and older, plus those who are high risk. We could probably see, say, healthcare workers in that group, teachers in that group, but still a little more vetting to come down before we have the final recommendation on that Pfizer vaccine.
And you just mentioned it, Dr. Potoff, I guess the people who are required to get this booster, who could potentially be required to get the booster. Who would you recommend start looking into this? Is it all of us? Should we all start looking into it, even if you're not 65 and older?
I think what they're trying to do is balance, the benefit versus supply and any small risk that might be associated with the vaccines. And when we look at those folks who have been vaccinated with Pfizer, the two-dose series, their incidence of severe disease, even if they get a breakthrough case, is very, very low. So the, incremental benefit of that booster is not as great for most people. Now, if you start looking at folks that are advanced in age, oftentimes they have comorbidities. We know that they don't create as good of an immune response. They're more likely to be among those who have severe disease. Likewise, those who are more likely to come in contact with COVID frequently, healthcare workers, teachers, they may have some benefit. So I think that's how they're balancing it. I would say if you're not in that group, hold off for now. You still have tremendous protection with your vaccine. As more data comes in, we may learn that there is a role for boosters in those who are younger than 65 and don't have high risk occupations.
And throughout all of our interviews, you've been really good at reminding us that science does change, evidence does change, data changes, so just stay on top of all the information there. And what about vaccines in children? We know, as we mentioned, Pfizer working on a vax for 5 to 11. We want to ask why that dosage change when we're talking about 11-year-olds and then 12-year-olds that are eligible for that vaccine.
I think this is an important question. So when vaccines are developed, I think all of us know that children are not just small adults, and sometimes their immune systems react differently. And what the clinical trial for these children, 5 to 11, found is that their optimal immune response is at a lower dose than the adult dose, actually about a third of that dose. So now they've tested that dose. They know that it's safe and effective. Now we just have to go through the process of ensuring that other scientists' eyes on that same data come to the same conclusion. So Pfizer thinks it's a good idea. The FDA will look at it. Then the advisory committee for immunization practice will take a look at it. And if that all goes well, we could see 5 to 11-year-olds getting vaccinated before Halloween.
And so when we talk about families impacted by COVID, Dr. Jeffrey Potoff, we usually hear people saying, I should have gotten the vaccine, or I'm going to get it as soon as I'm done with this COVID-19, with the symptoms that I have here. What's the message that you have for families today who perhaps are still on the line here, who are unsure whether or not to get vaccinated?
Yeah, really there is no more important priority right now than to get folks vaccinated. That is the way that we get out of this pandemic. It really is the only way that we get there, and it's going to require more people being vaccinated. So, if you're tired of masking in schools, or you really want to go to festivals that are being canceled, or you're just tired of all of this, you can do your part by getting vaccinated. Right now, vaccines are tremendously effective. Even if you've had COVID, if you get vaccinated afterwards, your immunity is much better than just natural immunity that you had from the disease. So at this point, with how minimal the side effects are, the benefit, it just so outweighs the risk that it's almost a no-brainer decision for just about everyone to go out and get vaccinated.
Dr. Jeffrey Potoff joining us live here. Thank you so much.